You know what's fun about YouTube disabling like auto posting when you stream and stuff? Nothing. There's nothing fun about that, and I have to manually tweet after I start streaming so people don't see, oh, he's not streaming, I guess I should leave. Anyway, this is the Sold Android Cactus Plus. It's the enhanced Switch port of the game, and I believe the main thing is there's a plus mode, which is basically like remixed levels from the main campaign. Hold on. My display is a little messed up here. There we go. So, it's an extremely score-based twin stick kind of shooter, and that usually wouldn't be my thing, but this game does something that a lot of score-based games really don't bother to do. It makes scoring well feel really good. The main thing you want to do for the most part is not drop your chain, which is to say don't take damage that knocks you down. You can take a small bullet. Any bullets that are red will instantly knock you down, and that's you actually die when your battery runs out at the top. And the reason I say scoring well feels good, you get batteries based on your score actually, not based on like specifically which enemies die, I don't believe. So if you're doing really well, the battery mechanic is never really a problem. So the battery mechanic really encourages you to be very aggressive. Shutdown is actually my least favorite power up, and I don't know why I keep getting it. There we go, that's much better. Those mine things I hate. That red bullet burst, that means ow. That means exactly that. Knocks you down. Hey, Spacey Cheese. So every robot, or android rather, the bad guys are robots, you're androids. You have a main weapon and a sub-weapon. The sub-weapon kind of has a cooldown meter, and it's generally for taking down the big guys. Cactus here has a flamethrower, which is pretty good. She's pretty much, you know, she's the poster child character, so she's the most balanced and all that stuff. Hey Perry, hi Parker. You have interrupted every single video I've done today. Do you know that? I think you do. I ruined a video today earlier because and it was a half-hour video too. Freaking Giga-Wrecker Alt or whatever it's called. This thing. Yes, hello. Just come up here. You're gonna be up here anyway. That's right. That's right. I wasn't recording sound, which I don't know how that happened exactly. It should have been fine, but whatever. Hey, son. Parker. Yeah? Me. Murph. This game also, I don't know exactly how it works, but you can actually tackle some stages out of order. So I actually beat this boss before, just to make sure I remember how to do it. It's the first boss, honestly, but Parker. Ugh, Parker. This game has really good difficulty ascension. It gets very hard, but early on, it's pretty accessible to start off with. Mew! Speaking of accessibility, there's accessibility options that lets you turn down the screen shake, which I did because, you know, it can be a little nauseating and, well, it's not too bad in this game, but I just don't like to have it low for my recordings and stuff. It can kind of reduce the quality of video stuff. Especially if you're gonna do stupid, like, film grain effects and stuff, please let people... Parker. Parker is the true final boss. Parker. You're not helping. You're doing the exact opposite of helping, buddy. So without the speed up thing, you kind of want to get up in his grill when he does this. He's kind of sad, actually. Parker. Okay, that's... You have to not be up here. Hey, Master Sword. Moo. Yes, I know. Cactus also has really good range with her regular weapon. Like, I mean, she's not the only character with long range and perfect accuracy, but she's got really good speed too. Parker, I'm doing things. I blame that on Parker. He hopped down of his own will and then immediately hopped back up and got up in my grill. Parker. Yes. Yes. Moo. I do a speedrun suits. I'm sure somebody has. I have not myself. Probably won't. Parker. Me. Moo. Would you at least lay down if you're gonna insist on being on my desk? He likes it when I talk. Yeah. There you go, that's better. Ooh. Really good music in this too. Oh, another thing, your weapon upgrades as you get these little pellet dingers. And it encourages you to not to get knocked down, but this game doesn't. This game encourages, you know, a perfect clear without crap being, in my opinion, egregious in terms of like that Gradius thing where like if you die, you may as well just get a game over and like start over the whole level, because like you cannot beat, like, especially Gradius 3, especially the insane arcade version. The arcade version of Gradius 3 is honestly kind of terrible, but yeah, Gradius 3 is hellishly punishing on bosses if you die, because you can't get your power-ups back. I always thought that was really not very cool design at all, honestly. And as fun as it is to get power-ups, Gradius kind of taught me why bullet hell games often do not do power-ups at all, because like it's very, for balance, it's very not good unless you get to keep your stuff. World record is 44 minutes. That's definitely too long of a speed run for me to bother with. Especially for an RPG, honestly. I mean, pretty short for an RPG, but I mean, it is a short RPG. Yeah, the only game I've done speedruns of, I believe, is still Bunny Must Die. I've done fairly fast runs in some games. I've gotten some quote-unquote speedrun achievements. I got fairly okay for like casual time in Axiom Verge, but nowhere near the sub-hour crazy stuff that people do. Well, speaking of speedruns, I mentioned it in the Jelly Mario video, which, by the way, if you haven't seen that, I really do recommend that. Ow. The Jelly Mario video is, Jelly Mario in general was just great. But there are speedruns of it, and honestly, it's a little boring because it's exactly what I described. You do exactly the thing that I said would probably be the fastest, and you just do that well. There's no real tricks to it. It's still neat to see, but you can kind of guess. Oh, that is insult. I took that hit early on, so honestly, I'm surprised I got anywhere near S rank. But it hurts. Though honestly, getting hit at the very end or very beginning is the best time to get hit because it doesn't interrupt your chain as much. Obviously, the best time to get hit is never, but Trick is trying to play it like a normal Mario game. It doesn't quite work like that, though. Speaking of, there's that Cat Mario game. I don't think ages ago, I was gonna play Soyuban Action as like a semi-almost joke Let's Play, but like, I never ended up doing that. There's apparently a version of that Soyuban Action, aka Cat Mario. It's just like this insultingly rude game that like just everything is a trap. Also, that's one fun thing this game does. It kind of reorganizes the levels. Pretty neat. This game just has a great feel to it. This game it does a great example of what some people call juice. So there's, what is it? I think grease and juice, which sounds disgusting. But like grease is like the stuff that a game requires. It's like, it keeps the game going smoothly, but juice is what makes it like fun to play. It makes it like really pop and all that stuff. All those, you know, hip marketing words. This game I think does a great job of both. But it just makes it really fun to play in a way that a lot of score-based games for me, like I love bullet hell games, but I don't really care about my score in most of them because like, ooh, well, what's a good score? I mean, one credit clear, sure, that's a good goal. You can objectively tell whether you got that or not. You can see how close you're getting to it. But a good score, is 1,000,000 a good score? Is the top score like on the leaderboards? Is that like achievable though? Is that cheating? I don't know. It's just really hard to tell in a lot of games. So I'm a big fan of like the grade system where like, you know, S+ in this game is your general goal. You don't, even in this game, I don't know exactly what a good score is, and I don't really go for the super high scores, but getting an S rank or an S+ is very satisfying. So that's all I really worry about. And I haven't played this game in like a year or two maybe, so I won't be trying to go for all S pluses. There is a mode that makes it game over if you don't get an S plus. So if you want to do like S plus only speedruns or something, there you go. Which I think is actually a cool option to do. I would never play that mode myself, probably. But I mean, maybe if I really got into it and I didn't have a billion other games to play, that would actually be really cool to have. And I'm sure a lot of people really do enjoy that. I'm sure there's some crazy score runs of this game on YouTube. Yeah, Jelly Mario, that was really fun. I hope they expand that. If it's gonna be the full game though, it needs like either save files or like stage select or something though. Because I don't think I could do that whole thing in one sitting. I would go insane. Oh, I should show off some of the other androids, shouldn't I? Also, that was the wrong option. I also like that they added so much since the early access. This game was really enjoyable in early access. One of the first few games that I actually really enjoyed in early access, but they just added so much to it. It just feels like a fully fleshed out game. Let's play Starch. She's not quite finished. That's the next stage, yeah. It's got a world. Oh, those are just face plants. I think. Is there aim assist in this game? Hold on. Too new. Oh yeah, it tells you what new stuff you unlock. I think there's an FPS mode in this now. I'd never played that, and it sounds terrifying. I might have make. Oh, yeah, let's disable that. I thought it felt a little weird. All right. Wait, you are still making them. Not sure what you meant still making. Starch isn't my favorite character. She's the comedic relief, though. But she's got an alright laser. It's... I feel it's less good than Cactus's thing. I assume it does more damage, but has kind of like less range, or maybe it hits a little less often. I don't really know. Her alt fire is really fun, though. Oh, crap. I'm not going to reset a billion times, but I feel that was a silly way to take damage. I also like how the enemies have kind of built-in health things. You can see their joints kind of start blue and they turn red as they take damage. So you can see when things are about to go down. Especially relevant for the big boys. I think I mentioned it before, but the alt fire is generally for the big bosses. And they all have different voice callouts for various things. Ugh, I hate those things. Those are one of the reasons that my favorite thing to get is the speed up here. You just have so much more free movement with it. Nothing can really touch it with when you have that unless you want it to. Which you really don't. Except for the batteries. Those can touch you. I kind of wish there was an option to turn off the shutdown. I never use shutdown on purpose. It's just... It doesn't last as long as the other power-ups, and it's just kind of bleh. Oops. This is also one of those games where it's really hard to check chat while I'm playing, so apologies for that. I always make sure to check the chat at the end of a level and stuff. But do not feel ignored or anything. I'm still reading chat. It's just, as you can probably guess, ow. A little hard to like peek over at chat while still doing this and not die. I hate those mines so much. They run just about as fast as you. I think I last played some of these characters before they had some of these voices in. It's weird to see a game It changed so much in development. Like usually you don't, without early access stuff, you don't really see that. So I'm actually most used to this in like early access context. I don't regret playing it at all in early access, but it's just, you see so much different stuff. Also not 100% sure what else is different in the Switch version. I know that the new campaign mode, the Plus mode, is new. I think that's the big difference. Plus it's on Switch now, so I mean, if you want to play it on Switch, you just haven't played it. There you go. I'm surprised that, a lot of people, I guess, had problems with the battery mechanic. I've never really found, I mean, unless I'm like getting lots and lots of hits, which I mean, of course, if you get hit a ton, you're gonna die. That's just how every, you know, shooter works. I never really had problems with battery in any level where I'm not taking tons of hits, which hopefully won't happen anytime soon. Bonus coins in DKC 3. Do you mean the silver ones? The silver ones you need to buy certain things with. I think there's a certain extent to which you can kind of stop getting them, but they're usually, you know, you may as well just get them. Kind of like DK coins. If you can get it, you might as well get it. It's not really a big deal if you don't, though. I always thought a lot of Kong letters were kind of in BS places. I would never bother doing like an all DKC, like an all Kong letters playthrough. Hey Grayson. Oh hey Sayama. I didn't even notice you. Starches laser is a lance. It does more damage up close. Oh right! I forgot about that. Dev in chat, by the way. I didn't even notice that. Sorry. Like I said, it's hard to read chat while playing this. I always like this boss. I think I asked that on Twitter, actually, and I forgot. Starch is not who I want to use for this, though. My usual go-to is Lemon. Coral is interesting for this one. I usually don't go for Coral because short range. But, hey, Zines. Look at the one he poops, that's you know she's a villain. I mean, everything is pointy, though. Oops. And that's what happens if you mistime that. Let's try that again. I used to be able to do something like this. So the shotgun, like all shotguns, has kind of a... I think I can use this more often than I think I can. Ow. I do not usually play Coral. She's really satisfying to play, but she gets you, unless you're really, really good, she tends to get you in more trouble than is worth. I really like her alt fire though. Her alt fire is probably my favorite. Favorite alt fire, least favorite primary fire. I guess that's how it tends to go, right? Also, this game does a really good job of I mean, most bullet hell games and stuff like that do, but it does a really good job of highlighting, hey, this will hurt you. If it's bright blue or bright red, it will hurt. One thing with Coral, you really got to get down the timing of the things. I could have done a much better job with the alt-fire stuff, but ow. I don't have the rhythm of it down. Oh, for Pete's sake. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, what a waste. Coral I find much easier to use with the speed up. One of many reasons I love the speed up. Oh, and this has like a proper like startup. I don't know if it had that when I last played. Was the whole cinematic intro, was that at the original game's launch, or was that newish with Plus or something? I don't remember seeing that, but I could be wrong. I'm good. Parker is very annoying today. Aubergine, I've barely been able to play Aubergine. Aubergine is really interesting and really hard to play as. I'll show you what I mean in a sec here. I really love the variety of characters though. I think that's something that a lot of shoot 'em up games would benefit from. I love the mixer walls here. So yeah, Aubergine, you kind of control how far this thing is. It does a lot of really good damage, but as you can imagine, fairly hard to control. This is a good level for it though, because they kind of just get choke pointed to death. And you gotta love a freaking black hole for an alt fire. Ow. Definitely one of those like a high reward for, you know, learning to like a high skill required but high reward kind of character. So this slowed Dixie down so Diddy could keep up. Yeah, I think both characters travel at the same speed in DKC 3. I could be wrong, but yeah, it's not a huge difference like it is in DKC 1, where Donkey Kong is like hellishly slow. It's so weird that Donkey is like, until Donkey Kong Country Returns, Donkey was like the worst character in his own series. Unless he's absolutely needed, he's like a really bad character to play in DKC 1. And then of course he's absent for the rest of the series. At least the SNES series. I don't know if this is intentional or not, but this is actually a really good level to practice Aubergine's thing with. I don't know if it's intentional that you unlock her right before this, but this is a great place to use it. A lot of levels are more like open and enemies come from any side, and in that case Aubergine can be really rough to use. Oh, like here we go. Oh god. I need to remember to use that alt fire more. Also, she has probably the coolest synergy between her main and alt fire, because you get to cut them up with your little rabbit duder while they're stuck in the thing. Ow. There we go. See, now you start to see where the Mr. Bunners, or whatever his name there is hard to use. It's been raining for like 4 days here too. A major road here is like completely flooded, and it's not gonna get any drier considering the amount of rain we've had. I think Donkey Kong Country 3 is better than it gets credit for. I would say it's the second best game in the series, in the SNES series anyway. Who have we not seen? We haven't seen Holly. Holly cracks me up for the boss dialogue. Holly's kind of the you know, the easier to play character. She has auto fire or auto aimish, well, like tracking shots, not really auto aim. She's just really easy to play as, and if your friends, you know, if you got a friend that doesn't really play, this has 4-player co-op, by the way. And I wish I had more people around to play it with that do, you know, twin stick shooters. But if you got somebody that doesn't know if they could really play a game like this, let them play Holly. Cactus is really easy to use too, but accuracy matters a lot less with Holly. Her alt fire is basic but good too. Just big ol' cannon. Literal cannonball. I also thought this level was really cool. They got a lot of cool level ideas in this. You're on a big old train, you gotta dodge the lasers. Excuse me. You gotta love the toaster dogs, by the way. Look at the little, like, dog things that launch rockets. They're totally toasters. Ow. Uh-oh. Getting some wind resistance over here. Holly's voice is oddly confident considering her in-game character too. In fact, when I first played with the voices added, I didn't realize that they all had different voices because it was not how I imagined Holly sounding. Mr. Jellyfish Man. Been playing some Flash games lately. I just got in the mood. Apparently, Toss the Turtle has like a sequel on mobile, so I checked that out. Checked out a couple other like, you know, launcher sort of Flash games, just because that got me in that mood for that. If you got any recommendations for Flash games I might have missed, let me know. I'm usually kind of cagey about, you know, recommendations just because, like, I don't have a ton of time, but Flash games, you know, very rarely go over maybe an hour other than, like, you know, just score hunting and crap, so very good to do little quick looks on. Also, hello Mr. Heating System. I was so looking forward to not having to deal with, you know, my heating in the background of all of my videos, and then it gets like ridiculously cold. Like it was like 40 degrees. We were getting in like snow territory. So I don't think I've used lemon yet. Lemon is usually my go-to. You gotta love spread. You gotta love mini rockets. So a little less focused fire, than Cactus, but longer range with her kind of power-up gun. Oh god. It just feels really good to play. Give me that. Accelerate is definitely the most satisfying power-up. Oh god.
Battery here. Accelerate.
Again, really like the level design in this. I'm not entirely sure what we're in, but it's cooling. It's being cooled. So look at that! You can't hate that fully powered up lemon gun here. It even almost looks like it's shooting lemons. Do you think Mega Man gets bulk deals on lemons? Because he shoots a lot of lemons.
Accelerate extended.
Like, lemons aren't that expensive, but that's a lot of lemons. I'll take that.
Accelerate extended. Battery here. Enemy down.
Oh, I wanted that. Give it. Ah.
Shut down. Firepower. Battery up.
Very soon I'm going to be losing my speed, so that sucks. There we go.
Accelerate extended.
Perfect. You get quite a bit of accelerate out of it. I think it's the longest lasting power up.
All right. Who's next?
DKC Game Boy Advance counts the Kong letters for 100%? Oh god, that sounds terrible. Honestly, getting 101% on DKC 1 in general is a little torturous. Love the series, it's still a good game, but the secrets were not well hidden in that. They were really unfair.
Accelerate.
Like I said, Donkey is not fun to use, so like half of your characters... I really think that DKC 2 had the most fun characters, because like Diddy's fast, he's got the roll, really good.
Over here.
Dixie, a little bit slower, a little bit less good roll, but still very, the flutter, you just gotta love the flutter. They were both really fun to use, whereas DKC 3, it's more like, hey, you gotta use Kitty for this part, hey, you gotta use Dixie for this part. It's just, it feels a bit more forced, but they do have actual uses for both of them, whereas, you know,
Firepower.
Donkey was just for those enemies that only Donkey can knock out.
Weapon max.
And there's not really a great deal of those.
Battery over here.
Give, yes.
Accelerate.
Also, one thing I like, regular hits do not break your chain. You have to get knocked out to lose your chain in this. So anything with a red bullet effect, and I think any contact with an enemy will knock you down, but you can take just a couple of regular shots and it's not a big deal. I think it just keeps the game feeling really nice.
Not going to stop me. Battery over here.
Gimme, yes.
Shut down.
Aw, no! I was like, why am I not going fast? Oh. Finally.
Accelerate. Battery here.
Accelerate also kind of lets you work around a lot of level gimmicks, for better or worse. I find it more fun to be able to say no partially to them. Oh! Ow.
Battery over here.
Give me the speed. Yes!
Accelerate. Firepower. Battery here.
Did I drop my chain? I'm not sure when that happened. There's also an option with a little S plus indicator, which I'm sure I've lost long since. That kind of lets you know if you're still on track for S plus, because it can be kind of hard to tell whether you've dropped a chain throughout the whole level or not.
Firepower. Battery over here.
How's the bitrate holding up with all this, by the way? I was a little bit worried about that.
All right. Who's next?
It's fine. Alright. This is something I probably should have done 720p, just because very high amounts of moving stuff. Good old guard dog slash guard beetle. He kind of looks like a Pikmin enemy if you ignore the metal bits. Just the big bulbular body. There's a lot of bulbular things. I love the little happy face. I forgot Lemon's like a nurse. was very good at nursing people to death.
Initiating containment protocol.
Just checking chat real quick here. So there's aren't more composite filters. Yeah, composite filter can look nice for Super Nintendo games. It's kind of how they were meant to be seen. Or expected to be seen, at least. Though I think crisp pixels, a lot of SNES games look just fine with crisp pixels. Ow. Ah, whatever. Oh right, I forgot about that. The roller mines kind of try to drag you about.
Accelerate. Accelerate extended.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, but something like Donkey Kong Country very clearly intended to be seen on composite filter, because the raw pixels kind of look weird. Because I mean, it's like, you know, rendered 3D images. It's not really what most SNES games are like. I was kind of disappointed. I mean, it was never on like composite, but my DS emulator does not have a composite filter. I was kind of going to try one for when I played Chrono Trigger. It's like, well, DS never had composite stuff, but Chrono Trigger did. Shoot him in the booty. Like, scanlines always look terrible in emulator thing. I don't know why they're even an option. You gotta at least have the full, like, you know, CRT effect if screen can, or if scanlines are gonna look any good. But just scanlines right on top of crisp, clear pixel art just looks weird.
All right, who's next?
Oh, we got a costume. Oh, come on! Again with the no S jape. Oh, Shitaki here is sniper. How do costumes work? Oh, there we go. Neat. Yeah, I don't know if costumes were a thing when I last played.
Okay.
I've never actually 100% completed the main game since it came out in full, actually. So, as you might expect, just kind of the sniper, got a railgun. Slow rate of fire, extremely high damage. Pierces enemies, of course. It feels very satisfying, but in a lot of more overwhelming levels, I find it's kind of not the best to use. Usually good for bosses, though. What are the propelling mines again? Huh. Well, they're pretty much what it says on the tin, I guess.
Battery over here. Weapon max. Shutdown. Accelerate. Battery here.
Also, levels where you're hitting lots of off-screen stuff, obviously, kind of hard to hit with her. Get out here, toaster dog. Should add playable toaster dogs. I think the toaster dogs kind of became the sort of unofficial mascot. Which is funny because they do have an official mascot. Oh, right. I keep forgetting to use some of these boys. I'm really not used to using shiitake. Oh god. So soft-spoken. I guess that's expected of a sniper. She doesn't need to breathe through her skin, unlike Metal Gear snipers. She's so fun to fight the big enemies with, though. It's like 2 hits for like any of them, and they're gone.
Shut down.
I keep getting the useless shutdown. Man, I'll take a score penalty. I just wish there was a way to turn off the stupid shutdown. Because I just gotta wait for it to cycle. And sometimes you just pick it up on accident. I like how every, like... They kind of try to make the maps try to make sense, too. Even though, you know, a lot of them... It's for, you know, the movement gimmicks and stuff. But this is, you know, solar panel. Not entirely sure where we're fighting on the solar panel, but it's still pretty cool. It's got really creative stages in this. And I think that's a really important aspect of a shoot 'em up or any of these kind of, you know, shooter games. Just give that feeling of variety. Just makes it more enjoyable to play. Here we see our first battery difficulty because I'm not very good with Shiitake and she's a little bit. She can be a little bit slow if you're, you know, not the best at grouping up your enemies for a quick defeat. That's better. Also, it's really easy to drop the chainizer because of the low fire rate. That's probably what's getting me more than anything, actually. I don't usually think as much about the chain outside of taking damage because I usually have higher fire rate, but that's different with her. There's grabby toaster boxes. I'm not sure if I fought those before. I keep never using these. I like the little enemies remaining things, so you know when you're at the end of the level.
Thank you.
Alright, let's go back to Lemon. I'm not really the best with Shiitake here. I just noticed the little optic camo ghillie suit thing. That's like Lemon. Separate TV mode. Yeah, a lot of emulators call it TV mode. To emulate kind of crappy CRT things. Like you see a lot of like, this is what pixel art looked like. You know, things showing like extremely distorted like CRT displays and things. That's what most cheap TVs were like, but that's not necessarily. That's not really what all CRTs were like. CRT monitors usually had very crisp, not fuzzy pixels. TVs tended to have a lot crappier and cheaper CRTs. So like a lot of pixel art games did look like pixels back then. Like anything on a PC. Oh gosh. Micro missiles is not good for those dudes. Give me that. It feels so bad once the accelerate finally runs down. It's like, wait a minute. Does my controller not work? Oh, right. Ow. I also like how like the falling pieces levels and everything. It feels dangerous, but I don't think there's ever a time where you'll actually be able to fall off the stage or anything. It's all just for flavor. There's very rarely been a time where I've like enjoyed there being a mechanic where you can fall off, or if you die because you touch the edge of a thing. Speaking of Gradius before, that's honestly one of my least favorite aspects of Gradius. Oh, you touch the ground, instant explosion. And even the shields don't help against that. I'm not a big fan of collision like that.
Accelerate. Battery up. Accelerate extended.
Especially in like one hit and you're dead games. Depends how hard it is to hit the terrain. I think. Crap. What's the name of that game? There's a PS3 shoot 'em up that's really good. It's got like a German name, I think. Oh, I can't remember it. But it's pretty hard to hit the walls. Whereas in Gradius, there's a lot of really tight levels where the main enemy really is just touching walls, and it's not. I don't like it. I came here to dodge a bullet, not terrain.
Accelerate.
But you would think bullet would be drastically harder to dodge than terrain, but in some cases you would be wrong.
Accelerate extended.
Get out of here.
All right, who's next?
Was there like actually a point to playing the Game Boy Advance or Game Boy Color, I think, Donkey Kong games? Like, they're a little different, but they kind of just seem like they look like official bootlegs, honestly. Like, it just doesn't really quite work on Game Boy Color, and you can kind of tell. Like, it really does feel like a bootleg. Like, it looks a lot like one of those Hummer Team bootlegs on NES. Like, those SNES games turned into NES games. They have a really interesting aesthetic to them, honestly. I should, like, stream one of those sometimes. There's, like, an NES, Super Mario World. It's terrible. And the music is the worst part. The music is outstandingly bad. Graphically, they actually did a pretty alright job considering the NES limitations. But the music is the worst thing in existence. It's appalling. There's a Sonic one by them too, and the music, again, is outrageously horrible.
Weapon maximum.
In fact, let me bring you up. You deserve to hear this. Sonic NES Spring Yard. You deserve to hear the Spring Yard Zone.
A random game of the day.
Oh no. Just music. Spring Yard Zone. There you go. That good old Genesis soundtrack. And it's so fuzzy. Why is it so fuzzy? I don't understand why it comes out so fuzzy with their shitty sound engine. You can tell what it's supposed to be. It's really bad. Also, it's called Sonic 3D Blast 5. It's just an NES port, an unofficial NES port of Sonic 1, but it's called Sonic 3D Blast 5.
Battery over here.
I should stream that someday or something. Someday when I hate myself, I'll just play that.
Accelerate extended. Battery here.
Ah, I literally walked right into that.
Firepower. Battery
Goodbye, accelerate.
shut down.
If I could get just one cheat code in this game, it wouldn't even be like max firepower all the time. I want accelerate 100% of the time. That would be my one thing. Stupid Reaper dudes. I'll take that.
Accelerate extended.
And as long as you're careful with power-ups, you really can have Accelerate for the great majority of the time.
Battery here. Firepower.
I can't believe nobody reacted to that horrible music, by the way. Y'all must have the ears of saints.
Accelerate extended. Battery up. I'm just getting started. Firepower.
I just love how kinetic the levels are. Get out of here. I'm pretty sure that's how I described them last time I talked about it too, was kinetic. Give me that. Ah! They get some really easy to avoid hits this level.
Battery here.
Alright, please give me back that. Oh, that's not Accelerate. I'm really grateful they cycle in the same pattern too. It always goes shut down, firepower, and then Accelerate.
Weapon maximum. Accelerate extended.
Get out of here, kids.
Alright.
I didn't even notice horrible music. Really? What? Wait, what? You can hear this, right? Hold on. Yeah, that's coming through the stream. Y'all must be deaf. How does this not destroy you? The Mario one is good too. Let me find the Mario one real quick. Mario NES soundtrack. Or not real Mario. Not what am I trying to say here? Super Mario Land World. Yes, Super Mario. Oh. I just googled Super World. Oh, here we go. Ah, yes. Turn that up. Y'all better not play trash. I deserve to get content ID'd for this. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah. Hummer Team's, all of their sound stuff is like that. They have like their own sound engine. I don't know exactly what goes into making a sound engine on an NES, but it's real bad. It's really bad. Oh, this is another cool level gimmick. I think gimmick is like really a good thing for a lot of different kind of games. Like for platformers, if you don't have something unique in each level, it can get really plain really fast. For a twin stick shooter like this, I think this makes it a lot more exciting than a lot of games that's like, oh, for this hour you're in the desert zone. For the next hour you are in a slightly different kind of desert zone. I just described Borderlands 1. Love Borderlands 1, but I'm so glad that Borderlands 2, you know, got all the different terrain varieties. Like, yes, Pandora's a desert planet, but come on. Come on, guys. You had the red sand, you had the white sand, you had the different kind of white sand. I wonder if they're gonna do anything about that in the remake. Is that out now, by the way? I didn't watch the full announcement, honestly. I love Borderlands, but I didn't feel like watching the announcement. Is the... Because I have two Borderlands 1s in my Steam. I don't know... Borderlands. I've got Borderlands Game of the Year and Borderlands Game of the Year Enhanced. Is Enhanced, like... Is it just, like, the 4K textures? Or is that, like, the remake thing? I don't know. Obviously, I could just Google this were I not playing a game, but I'm playing a thing.
Accelerate.
I feel like that rabbit in that one comic that's like,
Battery here. Firepower.
oh, I couldn't possibly explain this setup in words. But there's like, remember what it was like before the internet? And this turtle's like, man, there's something I wish I knew more about. And the rabbit's like, well, that's a damn shame. Came out April 4th. Okay, so is that the thing? I'm also asking questions when I can like not look at chat at all. So I will die. Stupid Reaper.
Accelerate.
Ah! That was my fault.
Battery over here.
Oh, for Pete's sake. One thing in this game, like I said, if you get knocked down, it kind of does have kind of a compounding effect because your weapon firepower goes down, and in some of these levels, that can really make it easy for you to keep getting knocked down. Obviously, at the end of the level here, so it's not a big deal. But it's a little bit frustrating. In the year edition will be a visually remastered version of the game, upgraded. Wait, wasn't it already? Wasn't there already Game of the Year edition of Borderlands a long time ago?
Right. Who's next?
I look like a playing card, by the way. I sting this game. Yeah, it definitely requires some skill. I mean, I died 5 times on that level, so. Borderlands Game of the Year edition will be visually remastered version of upgraded lighting, character models, and textures. Huh. Oh, Spider Dude. Venom. What's up, buddy? Four-player split-screen co-op. All right. I mean, people are like, how is that gonna work? But it's like, we did 4-player split-screen on 4.3 on like N64 on like 1-inch wide CRTs. Like, I'm pretty sure people will do fine with like a 16 billion mile wide 4K display doing 4 players on Borderlands. Ow.
Shut down.
No exaggerations here. This is a no exaggeration zone. Welcome to the no spin zone. Ow. I deserve that.
Accelerate. Battery over here. Shut down.
Haven't seen my videos in ages. Well, there's always time to catch up. In fact, I've been tidying up my playlists. Ow. I think pretty much all boss shots just one hit knock you down. Ow. Also, is he like a solar spider or what's the deal here?
Shut down. Accelerate.
You gotta love the bullet patterns and like bullet hell style stuff. Well, I guess not every bullet knocks you down.
Firepower.
There's a certain zen to be had in just weaving through bullet patterns and stuff like that. I think it's easy to not appreciate if you've never tried it or if you're extremely bad at it, but I mean, nobody's born being able to play bullet hell stuff. Even if you think you'd be bad at it, it's worth a try. A lot of these games are really enjoyable and, like I said, just give you kind of zen-like feeling. Even if you're not, you know, absolutely perfect, Still a very satisfying feeling.
Accelerate.
You ain't got no legs, Mr. Spider-Man. Where'd your legs at? Get here! Get out of here, babby spiders. Ow. Also satisfying when you use the stronger weapons, you kind of see bigger chunks blow off the boss health bar at the bottom there. Get out of here. Where'd your thorax go, buddy? You're not looking so good. Uh-oh. It's mad at me. Don't puke at me. Don't puke your blue robot juices at me. Rip. Ikaruga I never actually played a whole ton of. It's a good game though. Excuse you! Spooky ninja with Coke bottle glasses. It's such a classic. You gotta love the like cuts a robot in half with like just a katana strike. It's one thing I love in the Mega Man Zero series, and the ZX series does it too. When you defeat an enemy, it just kind of like slides in half for a second if you use a sword.
All right, who's next?
We didn't do too good that time. Oh well. All right, we get Peanut. I like Peanut, but I'm not very good with her. Lemon looks like a Power Ranger. Kind of. Especially with that. In fact, I think that that outfit might be Power Ranger inspired, in fact. I don't know how you get outfits, by the way. Is it just getting credits with the character, I assume, probably? I don't know if I've played since outfits were added. I really like Peanut's attitude. And you gotta love the drill. I don't know if the drill has a cooldown, but it's fairly hard to run through it. You gotta have to spam it. But she's another one that's really satisfying to use once you get how they work. That is what I want. Also, I love the visual effect of her weapon, just like molten goo. You just gotta love that impale, though. Oh, the big toasters are here! Oh god. Man, my power went away fast. Get out of here. Oh, for Pete's sake! That's just rude. That's just cruel. I was about to say the drill is very useful just for getting to the other side of enemies and stuff. I actually find Peanut really fun to use. I just haven't used her enough to get particularly good with her. What was that? Come on, accelerate, accelerate. That's a bit many accelerates. I do think it's neat that when you get the shutdown, the music kind of gets muted for a little second. The little white things, if that wasn't clear, those upgrade your weapons. There we go. Not too bad. She's like melting. Oh, why you gotta jock me like that? That little tiny sliver away from S. I think you gotta not get knocked down for an S rank is why that happens. I'm not 100% sure. Also, we're into levels that I have. Whoa. I didn't know you could do that. We're into levels I have not. That's gonna ruin my time score. We're into levels I have not played yet, by the way. So if I start doing particularly poorly, that might be why. S is the perfect run. Oh, okay, so that's why it does that. So I think all of the other ranks are based on score. And S rank is S plus. You can actually get a higher score with S than S plus. But S plus just means never dropping a combo. But that doesn't necessarily mean you'll have a bad score. Really depends when you drop the combo. If you drop it in the middle, yeah, it'll probably be pretty bad. Compared to an S plus anyway, for sure. I don't understand what... I guess these... Oh, those fire for you. Okay. I was wondering if I was supposed to hurt those or something, but no. Oh, neat! They're different. That's cool. Like I said, I haven't played this level before, so I didn't know that. Like I said, it feels very good to have a unique thing in every level. So I think for games like this, gimmicks, quote unquote, are extremely good to have, actually. Almost essential. Ow. My pride. Oh, come on. That's what I wanted to do. What's this one do? Ah. Ooh. Oh. Missed it. Uh-oh. I'll take that. Oh, come on. Whatever. I think you lose your power up if you get knocked down too. This one's my favorite. Ah, shouldn't have stood still. This is not a game that treats standstillers kindly. Oh, I dropped a battery. I don't know if picking up batteries impacts your score or not, but I'm supposed to pick up some at least. Get out of here. Huh, that one you can just kind of set and forget, huh? Oh, yeah, they're all just named after, all plants, I believe, edible plants and fruits and stuff. And starch, I guess, is close enough. Part of a plant, I guess. Oh god. We're on the George Foreman grill right now. That is not the power-up I wanted. I should check out the codex. I assume that's a kind of bestiary in this? I did not know it existed until I started playing. That or I ignored it when I tested it before. I'm not sure, but I love bestiary things, so I'll have to check that out. In fact, remind me to do that after the end of this level. Get out of here. Ah. I just wanted that speed up. Oops, this boy. So after what feels like multiple years, the next Neptunia game's finally coming out. Super Neptunia RPG finally has a solid release date. So hopefully review copies will be coming next month sometime, and I'll be able to check it out. Then it launches, I think, June 20th? For realsies. I'll definitely be checking that out. Probably streaming, or at least some form of video coverage, and maybe a guide too. It's felt weird going so long without doing any kind of Neptunia guides or streams or anything. They had so many at once. I guess it was because of the remakes more than anything, really, though. Because they had a whole console gen's worth of games to remake. But then we haven't had anything at all since Cyber Dimension. Cyber Dimension's extremely good, by the way. If you don't usually play side games, I would say Cyber Dimension isn't even really a side game in the series. It's really good. Oops. I wonder what kind of outfits Peanut has. Have the Neptunia games ever referenced the Ouya debacle? I would be surprised. I mean, they do mention some Western stuff, but the developers are... Well, though, this one... I mean, this one was developed... I don't know about story-wise, but gameplay-wise, this was developed by a Canadian studio, I believe. Which is kind of neat. But they generally have limited Western references because, you know, the actual dev team is in Japan, and they actually do something really cool. So one of the reasons the game has so many obscure references and so many, like, such breadth of references is they basically have, like, a suggestion box so that everybody on the dev team can say, oh, this would be a good idea for a thing to reference in it. So that's why there's, like, you know, it's not just like, haha, Zelda is a thing, haha. There's a lot of, you know, really domain-specific, like, visual novel references. There's shoot-'em-up references. So it's really impossible for one single person to pick up on all the different references in a Neptunia game. You just wouldn't have played as many obscure things that it kind of references. Especially with some of them are a lot more subtle. They have an entire character that's a Steins Gate reference, so I would say yes. 5PB is, I mean, well, her name's 5PB, what do you even think? Or no, Mages. 5PB is, there's also 5PB, but Mages even more specifically. She drinks Duck Tear Popper, which I know that's a Steins Gate reference, I don't know why, but I know that Dr. Pepper is some kind of Steins Gate thing. That's about all I know. I think it has some grim dark stuff, and I don't think I would like it. And there's grody Milady Otaku Man in it. I know that too. So Fancy Boy Robot over here. Licorice. Bad things happen to people who mess with my things, such as my lava gun. So this will be interesting. This is a boss fight that I've never played. Actually, is this the boss level? Collider. I don't know if this is the boss level yet. I don't think it is. I'm not really sure. Like I said, these are all levels I haven't played yet, so I'll probably be a little bit worse than average on them. I haven't had Dr. Pepper in a long time. I don't really drink very much pop. I only get it if, like, I feel like low caffeine and low blood sugar at the same time at work. And we don't have Dr. Pepper in the thing. I usually just get Mountain Dew or sometimes a nice Peepus. Why not drink an ice cold Peepus? Peepus room. That's the one thing that the world is missing since Vine. Since Vine was removed from existence. Though it's been backed up on YouTube, like, you know, any Vine. And there's so many YouTube accounts that are just like, best Vines. And it's just a bunch of stolen Vines. And they get like millions of views just for reposting dudes' Vines. It's like, come on. And you know they monetize that stuff too. I think YouTube is finally kind of like starting to crack down on, like they added a new reason, like rehosted content only channels get dinged by YouTube finally. And at least in terms of like monetization. Uh-oh. Ow. How am I supposed to fight frickin' Zero? She got swords. I don't have swords. I have a drill though. Wait a minute, hold on. No, this is important, damn it. Yes! I'm gonna run out of battery and die. It was fun. It was fun while it lasted though. Ow. Yeah, I'm in real trouble. Yep, I'm dead. Where's all the Peepus? Oh, hell yeah! Alright, probably gonna need to do something a little bit better long range. Let's try Shiitake out for this one. I never understood the Coke thing. Like, how do you specify if you want Coke instead of Pepsi? Which is a weird distinction to me. There's no way I'd be able to tell the difference between the two. Yeah, I'm from a pop state. There's a good fake map on, I think it was XKCD, of pretend names for, carbonated beverages. Ow. This isn't taking these guys down as fast. Alright, let's try this again. Say, give me a Coke, and they ask what kind of Coke. That's... Can I get a Coke, please? Yeah, I'd like one Coke. I like Coke brand Coke's the best. Pepsi brand Coke is for plebes that play Animal Crossing. I can't believe the, like, Animal Crossing isn't a real game thing is still going on. Like, I remember making fun of an idiot asshole Best Buy, like, checkout clerk who was like, Animal Crossing, that's not a real game. Like, when the first, well... the GameCube Animal Crossing came out. And like, here we are, like 15 years later. And when the whole, there was this post when the whole stupid, what's that new FromSoft game thing? Dark Shadows now? Shadows explode twice. This guy's like, wow, you're not a real gamer if you only play Pokemon. You must play the Dank Smells Video Jam Edition EA Sports Approved game. Yes. That's what it's called, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Give me. There we go. Spanky Rose. Shadows die, etc. Whew! Satisfying. Ah! Okay, I see how that works now. So how does draining her battery work then? Oh, thank God. Battery, please. Oh, thank God. Well, you can't start what I've stopped. Gotcha. Okay. She's good for taking down this chick, but batteries are still a problem. Give me the battery. Oh, I get the. Did I not get the battery? Whatever. Yeah, she's definitely weird to play, Shiitake. Just like one hit and down for this boss chick, though. I just gotta not die of battery, not have disease. Oh my God, I'm so slow. Give me a freaking speed up. Thank you. Ha! That is so good. Oh, come on. Finally. All right. So excited about weapon maximum. She can't steal my batteries, can she? God, battery! Get the battery! Get the battery! Oh shit, she can steal my batteries! That's why I'm dying. That's not cool. I see what they're going for, but oh, come on. Okay, I don't think Shiitake's working out. Is there a backstory? Yeah, there's story as you go along. Yeah, there's different dialogue for each character and each boss. Go for lemon. Now, I get why she can steal batteries. It's because you're both androids and you're trying to go for, you know, She's got the same health system you do. It's just Shiitake I can't really handle. That's not what I wanted, but... I'll have to have a little bit better aim with the micro rockets, but that should still be fine. Cycle, there we go. I just gotta get and keep accelerate and then I'll be fine. God. Oh no, that was supposed to be accelerate. Jellyfish definitely a bit harder to deal with lemon than shiitake. Does duration actually stack if you get multiple in a row, or does it just reset it back to max? Like as if you just picked one up. Not really sure. Oh, come on. I'll take that. So yeah, her health bar works exactly like yours. When you go down, you lose some of your battery. And it also just drains over time. And so you're just supposed to keep getting your battery back. So you gotta make sure when enemies go down that you're ready to swipe the battery. Ow. Don't believe that she kills enemies too. Oh! She does, but I managed to swipe that battery from her. Alright, so going much better as Lemon, like I kind of thought would happen. I thought Shiitake would do a lot better than she kind of did against the... Oh, she does kill enemies, okay. And you're down. Yeah, I'm just bad with Shiitake. Uh-oh. Angry boss mode. Shazam. Is there a movie called Shazam? The only thing that comes to mind when I hear Shazam is that app that you can play music to and it tells you what it is. Hello. Medulla oblongata over here. Your eye's kind of freaking me out, buddy. She's an Aurora unit. Shazam is a superhero? Huh. Oh god. Okay. Ow. Oh! Hey there, Boss Rush! Okay. Guess I should have expected one of you. Let me guess, each boss just has one health bar. Yep. Now we're getting some real bullet hell tactics here. Ow. Rude. Aw, shit. Oops. I was like, oh, hey, it's easier. We're really close to the thing, but oh, then it gets sucked up, doesn't it? There we go. Only their medulla's color scheme. Embryo kind of already was, but. Shut up! Of course, he has to mock you. Get out of here, kid. And it's like a combo of like all of their attacks at once, too. Go down, go down, go down, go down! Ah, it's really hard to hit him with micro missiles with all that. Oh no! Damn. Yeah, the bosses are a little different with the batteries. The batteries drop once every phase. You only have so long to fight them. Whoa, ow. Go down.
Sacrifice too much for you plebes to get in my way now? You casual gamers? You and your Epic Game Stores?
Apparently people are super mad at Epic Game Store because it has games and they're like, oh no. No, I want to give Steam money. I don't want to wait 6 months. I would literally die and piss my entire ass out if I have to wait even 3 seconds for a vid game. Meanwhile, I'm over here and it's like, I didn't even realize games have come out for 6 months. I was on the Best Buy site the other day and there's an Onimusha, Onimusha 1 came out for PS4. I was like, what? When did this happen? So I just bought it. It's a remake of the first one. It's not anything new, unfortunately. But still a great game. I don't know if they're gonna remake the other ones too. I never played. I think there's one of them that's like only on Xbox or something. I don't know. I don't know what happened with that. I got 1, 2, and 3, and I think I sold them because I was stupid and at college at the time. Give me the speed up. Give me the speed boy. Give me this. I want the speed boy. Give me the speed boy. Yes, speed boy. See, you can't stop me if I got the speed boy. Ow. Okay, maybe you can stop me, but significantly less stoppage occurs when speed boy is encountered. Ow. Oh, come on. Go down. Look at that health bar. Oh god, that was way too close. Oh, you've got little synapses going on here. That's cute. Do you stay down? Ow. Come on. Come on. Ghost down already. There you go. Oh, don't you even. Don't you connect to that ether sphere? Oh, come on. You're supposed to be dead. What is this? I've got a yellow battery now. We're in frickin' cyberspace. 50% better than regular space. Get out of here. Suddenly Geometry Wars. Dude. Oh, my score, though. Can I hit her? I don't think I can, so I think I just gotta hit the enemies. Yeah, it's just Geometry Wars for now. Ow, my battery's going real bad. Oh god, please die, please die, please die. Battery? Are you dead? Trying to suck us into cyberspace. Cyber suck.
All right, who's next?
Yep, good old D minus. I got 10,000 credits though. I don't know what credits do, but I got some of them.
Never even heard of a core malfunction. These readings make no sense. For the safety of everyone on board, we should disconnect her before she reactivates.
You want to lobotomize a spaceship? The core controls everything, even in a weakened state. If she figures out what we're doing, she'll destroy the ship.
Then we
All of Mr.
stabilize
Bunner's
the
over there.
psyche during the procedure with an operator. Holly, you probably have the most experience in this area.
Hold on. Are you suggesting we plug Holly directly into the core? If anything goes wrong, Holly's brain will end up like a blown fuse. Lemon, it's all right. I can do this.
Interfering with the operation of a core is a serious criminal offense, even for humans. Cactus, you're a police officer. Are we being reckless? Cactus?
Fire in the hole!
Well, it's dead now. Yep, that's Cactus.
And that is that.
What did you do?
The way I saw it, the core was the problem. Blowing it up was the fastest way to fix things. Don't worry. I do this kind of thing all the time. Fix things or destroy multi-billion-dollar pieces of equipment on impulse. Both?
Which being such a cool name for a studio, by the way. Core team, just 3 people. They're all on Twitter, by the way. They're some of my favorite game dev follows. Well, rest in peace, Core. There's that Campaign Plus thing, Boss Rush. But where's first-person shooter mode, though? I know there's a first-person mode. I don't know how to do it, though. It sounds like the worst thing ever, and I'm really excited by it. Hey, I was wondering if we get to play as Licorice. Panzercan Vorp. We get a freaking Vorpal Blade to go Snicker Snack. Alright, let me look this up here. How do I do FPS mode? What do you want to figure out? If you earn the credits and spent them... EX options, apparently? Okay. Okay, so you gotta buy it, I guess. Credits. Okay, no, that means real credits. Collections. Oh, EX option. Okay, this is what credits are for. Okay, okay. Oh god. Classic camera. Remove a dimensional element from ice matches. There's a J.J. Abrams visual filter. Screenshot mode over here. Mega weapons. Oh, there are real cheat codes, huh? Take on co-op enemy counts all by yourself. Oh god. AI partners for artificial friendship. Normal size head mode. Excellent. Rubber music. Alright. Alright, let's do this. Take a peek at Campaign Plus. Why? The regular humans, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It even plays the intro. Oh god. This has the J.J. Abrams filter on it too, which is so much, makes it so much worse. Oh god. They're coming through the walls, man. Oh my god. Okay, I have to turn that. Oh my god. The J.J. Abrams filter is not meant to be put on with the first person. Alright, let's turn that off. I figured it would be unplayable, but... Oh hey, here's this thing. They valued her skills over her inability to avoid causing property damage. Yeah. So here's the little proof. Wrong way, buddy. Subject detained, heavy losses. Good stuff. Oh yeah, Hello is the name of the little robot dude. Starch's voice does not seem male. I don't think any of them are. Genki Star. Look at that giant mine backpack. What's Peanut Steel? Europa. She's gonna get us a couple of Europa pea and lobsters to grill up. Oh, Genki Star is the name of the ship, right? Not really in the best shape there. Oh, he's the big boys. Why is he embryo though? You gotta have a big old plant boss though. Wasp plant boss. I just noticed he's got little hello bots too. I like these made out of like girders. Imagine docking with a ship and this thing is trying to help you, quote unquote. He's got a crane hand, so. The Crucible on Luna. He's got those fancy evil like booty cape things. Is there a word for that? Embryo sounds cool, I suppose. What's auxiliary? Oh, you can read about... Oh, neat! You can, like, buy the lore. Android cores. I like when games have proper little bestiary entries and everything, let you see the enemies up close. I guess the toaster dogs are called Fido. Retrofitted with rocket-propelled grenades, Rocket Fidos launch their payload upon making eye contact with their target, believing they are returning the missile to its owner. Brilliant. Look at him booty twerk in line with the music. They're able to fire 8 rockets simultaneously and think they're being involved in a celebration that requires fireworks. You gotta love their little fish friends. They're friends, not food. Spooky boy. Gotta love their little face. Oh, so the credits is for all the unlock stuff. Makes sense. There's Coral. Oh, what other EX options were there? Let's see how ridiculous the AI partners go. Let's not do that. And not do that. Let's get that psychedelic visual filter though. Campaign Plus. Oh wait, no. How does multi thing work? Let's be Holly. We've barely been Holly. Oh god. Oh Jesus Christ. Mistakes have been made. Rest in peace, bitrate. Oh god, this is much more intense than I was expecting. It looks like I've got heat vision. You wanna have a good time? Stream this and just pretend you're playing it with the normal graphics. And be like, what are you talking about? This is the way it normally looks. Is your monitor wrong? Are you feeling okay? Are you getting a headache? Maybe you should see a doctor, buddy. I don't know. I can't tell what's the enemies and what's the quote-unquote friends. I'm down. Ow. I can't even tell which unit I am just from the color, or from the silhouette. There's just blobs. I might stream Pikmin or Mega Man Legends at some point, by the way. I've been meaning to for a little bit. I got in a Pikmin-y mood from the 3DS game. It's not a very good game, but it gives you that Pikmin feel. Also, everybody can pick up batteries, I think, in multiplayer. Why does it use the, like, shocked horror emote? Like, usually people are trying to be like, pleasant surprise. I don't like any kind of like auto emoji completion. Like, let people, if people want to use the emoji, let them use the emoji keyboard, let them use, you know, let them input the actual emoji. Don't just like assume. Battery soon? Oh. The AI partners are not as terrible as I was expecting. I can't really tell how much they're doing, but like I have not died due to them yet. I guess this is the bad way to tell. By the way, the campaign plus must be much longer. This level should have been over a long time ago, but that's because it's campaign plus, I assume. I regret. I was like, oh, we'll just play one level because it'll be quick. And so I won't have to see this for very long. Nope. Jumbo-sized level. Plus is great. I played a fair amount of it. Some of it was a bit beyond what I was willing to bother with, considering... Oh my god, there's everything in this level! This is the first level. This is the first level of the the plus levels. So yes, apparently the plus levels are significantly longer and harder. I don't even want to think about getting an S plus rank on this. Oh, good lord. Ultimate speedrun. You gotta play campaign plus. Gotta play the whole campaign in S rank or game over mode with the psychedelic visuals on in first person mode. That's the real speedrun. If you don't do that, you're a plebe and you don't understand real gaming. That's what turns it into a FromSoft game. You gotta play it like that. Oh my god, it's over. We get to look at real... What a fitting... What a fitting... Thanks, table. Oh, we have individual chains. How does that work for S rank? Or for S plus rank? You cheated not only the game, but yourself. Alright. Let's turn this off immediately. I did not know there was going to be anything near that severe. What? Collections is kind of an odd name for that, but whatever. I like the AI partners option though, that's neat. Oh, I'm out of credits. Okay. That one seemed... Oh, I just realized. Oh, I was playing... You get more enemies because it's co-op mode too, so that's partly why it took so long. Probably.
Sweet.
Let's try Coral and immediately regret it. Oh, that was the second level, sorry. I'm a filthy liar. Alright, probably gonna wrap this up in a bit here. Starting to feel it. Teeny little scratchiness in the old throat voice box. Did a couple other videos today. I ruined one, unfortunately. I swear any kind of gap in recording videos, I'll mess something up. Oh my god. Okay. This plus mode is intense. I don't know what else... Oh, come on. I don't know what I expected, but... I guess I was thinking... What? Whoa. Okay. I guess I was thinking more different than more difficult, but I guess difficult makes a lot of sense. So I took my car to the shop Friday. Gotta try... I swear they do this on purpose to like tempt you to buy the new model and stuff. But I got to try the... I think it was either 2018 or 17 Mercedes C-Class. I drive an E-Class. A much older than that C-Class. It's got the fancy boy, like 2 full screen LCDs. Or full screen. Like color LCDs and stuff. Whereas mine has like little shitty dot matrix like calculator thing. I do got one screen for like the sound player thing, but it's all gussied up. Ow. I literally took one look at chat and immediately got hit. I think it's doing more stuff like screwing with the lights and stuff. I don't remember it doing that in the original either. I don't know if I'm gonna survive this the whole level as I almost called her cornstarch, coral. What's your favorite Android? Mine is high fructose corn syrup. Ow. I think at least in present, this is only in the Switch version. I have no idea if there are plans announced or otherwise to move it to not. Come on, man. This is genuinely unfair. I've never been done dirty like that by this game. That was particularly dirty dealings. High fructose corn syrup is a gout trigger? Huh. Of course, I do not have, nor have I ever had gout, so I've never really had to deal with that. Yeah, this is some serious shit, but that was pretty... That guy being outside of my shotgun range the entire time there, that was rude. This is intense. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up after this level if I even finish it, which I would like to do, but currently looking very unlikely unless I get a battery like right now. Oh, unless I get 2 batteries right now. Okay, maybe not. YouTube signed you out. YouTube did that to me a bit ago. I've never seen that message before, but it was like, oh, you have been signed out. You need to re-sign in. It's like, what? When has this been a thing? Oh, come on, game. Oh, whatever. Oh, well. I'm too plebe to play this real gaming. This real gaming experience hashtag. Oh, wait, let's play Licorice in, like, a regular level. Oh, sweet. You can just go through like that. That's nice. I also like the little indicator when you've got an S+ on a thing. And of course, it's got nice, like, scoreboards and stuff, which I don't personally care a lot about, but it's still neat. I guess it's fairly high damage, a little bit plain normal weapon. I get the feeling that... I guess once it's powered up, once it starts going through these things in like one shot. Just dash through the danger. I was not expecting vocal songs in Shantae. Another game that surprised me with a vocal song, SteamWorld Quest over here. Has a vocal ending song. Really good game, by the way. I don't think anyone else in the Discord is playing it. It's a really good game, though, and I hope people enjoy it. It's like a card RPG thing. I got a quick look. Already out on the channel if you want to check it out. So glad about that. Yeah, this weapon seems alright. You just kind of gotta let it power up. You get a nice little laser sight too. Oh, whoa! That's nice! I was not expecting that. You can dash over the gaps. Wait a minute. Was there a charge mechanic there? Maybe not. Oh yeah, I think there is. There's a. It's pretty short, but there's a charge. I can't wait for our new office. Work's getting a new office, and the current office, no S plus for me. They're doing bridge work on my way to work, and it's currently adding about 15 to 20 minutes extra travel time on a normally 10-minute commute. So I really hope that we can get to the new office as soon as possible, because it's on my side of the bridge, so I will no longer ever have to use the bridge, like, again. At least not for work. So that will be very welcome. Oh, never mind, I'm wrong. This did have lights out. It's still very different from the original thing, though. Alright. Oh. Crack my neck back into position here. Alright, Infinity Drive's really cool, by the way. It's what you may expect. It's like an infinite game mode for score and stuff like that. And it's pretty cool. I played a little bit of it on the original, like the PC full out of early access release. They're really proud, and they should be, of the little, like, the shifting stage stuff. They do a lot of really cool stuff with it. Infinity Drive's kind of a big show off of that. Spend half an hour. My butt clenched so hard it goes numb. Do you specifically have to clench your butt to travel there, or like, do they have highway checks for booty tightness? I wouldn't be surprised these days. I wouldn't be surprised if ICE is like, yep, American butts are this tight, so we gotta see here. You have to clench your butt to go over the bridge. Oh, is it like a spooky bridge? It's exactly less than one butt wide, so you gotta clench up. I got it. We have you would hate a bridge that we have here. It's like, it's one of those lifty uppy things for like barges to go under, and like it's all metal and shitty, and like it's like driving on like a chain link fence basically. And every time I drive over it, I feel like I'm doing 10 years of damage to my tires. It's, yeah, drawbridge, that's what it's called. But yeah, it's, I don't know if all drawbridges are made out of like loose, like metal with like holes in it, but it's like terrifying to be on, and I don't like it at all. That is the alternative to my like extra 20 minutes, but the thing is, taking alternate routes, like, is almost never worth it. Because, like, everything just, you know, finds its new normal, and so, like, if all the routes really end up being about the same, at the same time. Because to avoid my bridge, I really gotta go crazy out of my way. Or I gotta ride on that shitty drawbridge. And if there's a barge, yeah. Oh, it's wooden. Oh, that's terrifying. I don't think I've ever driven on a wooden bridge in like a real human meat car. I don't even like driving on brick roads. We have the worst roads here. I hate it. And there's always construction, but the roads never get better. They just fix like the absolute most egregious stuff, but like they never redo like the whole roads to make actually nice roads. It's just terrible. One bold termite away. Ugh. Our new bridge should be pretty nice. Unfortunately, once it is installed, I will no longer have a reason to ever... I mean, sometimes, but like I won't have a daily reason to use it. I was all excited for the new bridge because it was going to be like, oh, going to work won't be a pain anymore. And then we end up moving over on the other side of the bridge, so it won't be an issue. It'll be nice for the people on the other side of the bridge, though. They deserve having to use a bridge. They've had it easy. And they deserve to suffer for it. They gained nothing. They cheated them, not only the bridge, but themselves. They experienced a hollow victory. Oh, come on, I wanted the Speed Boy. There we go, Speed Boy. So this is the problem with Assault Android Cactus. I meant to stop playing like 20 minutes ago. It's too good though. Yeah, even if you don't like twin stick shooters, this really is a really good one. Like I don't dislike twin stick shooters in concept, but there's so many not very good ones and just like unremarkable ones, and this one just really brought the fun back. It's got a lot of personality and just feels actually fun to do well in and stuff. It's got kind of just the right balance of power-ups too. There's not a ton going on, but it's like they're really satisfying to get, especially the speed one. As you could probably tell, is my favorite. I usually assume the meta in any game is whatever I enjoy the least, but I'm not really sure how the shutdown could be like the objectively superior power-up. So for once, maybe what I like is actually the good thing. Who did the music? Crap. They're listed in the credits. I'll open the credits one more time when we end the stream, which will be whenever I die here. And before suddenly somehow I get the highest score run and I'm here for 8 hours. That won't happen. I follow them on Twitter, but I don't remember their name, I'm sorry. I remember the artist and the programmer. I don't think the music guy talks as much. What are those things? There's bigger mines. I don't like that. The regular mines are bad enough. People keep posting invites to other servers. Those should be automatically deleted. Yeah, Dinobot, I think, should remove those on anybody that's been here less than a day. If they're like people that have like been here a while, I mean, just tell them to knock it the fuck off. I don't know why they do that if they're not like rando spammers. Ow. I was going in for the sweet spot there. Could not quite make it.
Trying to die, plebe. You've experienced a hollow victory by not playing in psychedelic mode. I have come here to confiscate your gamer card. Do not resist.
Someday I'm gonna get sued by Disney. Does Disney own? I think Disney owns them. Disney owns everything now. Disney probably owns me.
Yeah, that's right, I'll own you, you plebe.
Shut up, Kermit. Verified account codes so we could get free Robux. That kind of sounds like their account got hacked. That or it just waits for like a day or something. What is a Robux? Is that Roblox stuff? What is the appeal of Roblox, by the way? Did it come out before Minecraft, or is it just like Minecraft, but shitty Lego? Not that Minecraft isn't particularly different from shitty Lego. But like, yeah. Like, it's like, the fandom is so weird. Like, there's Roblox.exe and like teencringestory.com fanfics and stuff. and like Sonic.exe x Roblox.exe erotic mpreg, and like why is it like that? Why? I guess because there's like children, but like still. I wasn't that stupid as a kid. I was pretty stupid, but I wasn't that stupid. Maybe it's because I didn't have an online forum to express myself. Though I kind of did. I had like Neopets, but I didn't really make like Neopets.exe. Neopets.exe is my OC and my waifu. I mean, Minecraft has weirdos too, don't get me wrong, but it just seems like any time I see Roblox content at all, it's people being really freaking weird. The only exception was there was a steamed hams meme with made in Roblox that was okay. But that's probably mostly because it was steamed hams. Steamed hams really was like just the perfect meme. It was never like offensive, stupid garbage. It was never like super played out. You kind of had to go to look for it, which I think helps. It wasn't just spammed all over Twitter. It's the new Club Penguin, I guess. What could you even do in Club Penguin? I never played Club Penguin. I guess it's one of those like Habbo Hotel kind of things. I never really played many of those. I played one real MMO. I played Trickster Online, which they freaking shut down. Never playing another MMO ever again. I guess I played Occupy White Walls, but I consider that different. Uh-oh. We're doing real bad here now, suddenly. Oh god, give me that. I hope this gives me lots of credits. Because I deserve lots of credits right now. Also, I just want to be able to buy all this stuff. Be a Penguin dance in place. Was there ever like private servers for Club Penguin? Like, are people on the DL like trading Club Penguins for Bitcoin? Or did it just die? Oh, thank God. We're definitely getting towards the end here. I'll definitely stop myself and actually stop the stream here. Otherwise I'm going to destroy my voice, and I kind of wanted to record some stuff tomorrow too. I'm doing too good, that's the problem. Occupy White Walls is not really... It doesn't really do any things that I don't like MMOs about. It's very different. It's more like an online like meeting space and like see cool things experience. If you haven't seen the Occupy White Walls stream, I went through hell to get that thing actually put on YouTube, by the way. Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne's lawyers anyway, put a content claim on it and did not respond to it for a full month. So I had to wait a full month to put that on YouTube. But I really like that, and it's an art gallery MMO where you make your own art gallery with real art. It's not like you draw the art or stuff like that. Though there are like mosaics and stuff where you can make like pixel art basically. But you get real art from real art collections or like Instagram artists. It's kind of a mix of both. And you can make gallery spaces or just see other people's things. It's really cool. I guess I swore off MMORPGs more so than like MMOs in general, but MMOs in general generally aren't my thing anyway. They generally aren't my thing in general. I'm a little bit light on the alt weapon use. I keep getting shut down. Why?
I'm really glad this game, as far as I can tell, has been quite successful for the creators. It's got, you know, it's ported to all of the things. It's even got a Switch port. I mean, originally, I think the out of early access release was 2015, maybe? I don't remember exactly. But all these years later, just came out on, it just came out on Switch last month, towards the end of last month, so it's pretty recent. I'm late as always, but I'm a lot less late than I usually am. So this bad boy. There we go. Oh, not the bombs! Not the base! No! They're in my eyes. Shutdown is a useful power-up. It can be, but like, it's just so brief. Oh, god damn it! It's so brief, it's so very easy to waste too, like I just did there. Speed up is incredibly useful and lasts for a very long time. And I ran out of speed. The worst thing about Shutdown, though, is it's 2 cycles away from speed up. So you gotta wait. Aw. Frick. Well, that's gonna slow me down. Major firepower loss there. Ugh. Give me the speed, boys. Nah, we're talking. I like how the music like cycles through all the different tracks for this too. There's a lot of good music in the game, and it'd be really unfortunate if there was just like one long, boring looping track or something for infinite mode. I like that the color changes up and stuff too. They do a good job of, you know, changing things up, both for gameplay wise and just, you know, oh god, keep things exciting and stuff. I wonder what the highest chain anyone has gotten. Ow. Frick. In this mode. Probably like over 1,000. I mean, hell, I've gotten like 500 in like regular levels. Probably several thousand, actually. I have no concept of how many enemies I've killed so far in this. Oh, thank god. Speed, please. Speed, please. Oh, God. Oh, thank God. Okay. We're definitely not going to last too much longer at this rate. Oh, God. Oh, I feel so slow. The one downside... Oh, God damn it. The one downside of the speed up is that you can really, really feel it once you go back to normal speed. You just can't deal with normal speed anymore. Uh-oh. This is real bad. Yeah, I think we're toast. Oh! Not quite. 69 420 chain. Uh-oh. Cactus is so good for her though with the flamethrower. I guess it makes sense. Flamethrower very good against plant bug. Ow. She's a good chance to recharge my battery too. Rude.
Don't touch me, you plebe. You're filthy commoner. Oh god. How did I miss that battery for so long? Bye-bye. Okay, shutdown is good for the bosses. Shutdown basically lets you skip a whole phase for the bosses. Layer 16. Unfortunately, I have no idea what my high score or highest depth is on PC. I could probably load it up and check. I assume that sort of thing is tracked. I just thought I would do a quick romp and like die pretty early. Oh, that minus 100,000 points hurts a lot. I object to that. I find the red monkey dudes are less dangerous than the other monkey dudes. So the white monkey dudes, like, they have those stupid mines that I hate. Ow. Okay, we're losing real bad here now. I'm sorry, I hate this table. It's so squeaky. There's a stupid little piece of wood under the bottom of it, and it kind of came loose one day. And I don't really have a part to like get it jammed back up in there. So it just kind of squeaks if I put my foot on it. Is this mode? Yeah, Infinity Drive is on all the other versions too. I think the only thing is the plus mode. The plus campaign. So yeah, this is on, you know, PS4, PC and all that. Yeah, this mode's really fun. Ow. Just for fun, I'll compare my score once I finally die here to my highest PC score. I'm pretty sure this is my highest score. You gotta love those chiptune bubbles. I don't know why the NES was so good at that particular kind of noise, but it really was. Constantly teetering on red here. Oh, John teetering. Have they done any story updates to Subnautica Below Zero, by the way? They did the Sea Truck update, which that thing's kind of pain in the ass to use. I like the idea of it, but moving it around and putting it together, kind of a pain. I mean, I guess you only got to put together not as often. Oh god. I don't know why I walked into those. Uh-oh, the bees. Uh-oh. This isn't looking good. Shutdown, save me. Woo!
This is what I do. Accelerate extended.
Uh-oh. Oh, by the way, if you're a Reddit user, you might want to avoid Reddit. Especially any kind of, like, political leaning subreddits for the next few days. If you're planning to watch Avengers Endgame, this really shitty, genuinely neo-Nazi subreddit called Cringe Anarchy, which had nothing to do with cringe or anarchy. It got banned the other day, and they decided what would be payback is to DM users Avengers Endgame spoilers. Because they're a bunch of dumb incels, and that's the kind of thing they think is gonna, like, change the world, I guess. So yeah, just be aware of that. I mean, not just, like, not only those, but, like, obviously, it's a high target for trolling, so there's just gonna be normal assholes, too. Not even necessarily Nazi assholes that are doing it. But there is a coordinated campaign of Nazi assholes that are doing it as well. Now, honestly, these days, you kind of got to see a movie as soon as possible if you want to avoid spoilers. Because people post spoilers even, like, to be dickholes. Yeah, I don't watch movies in general. If I did, I would probably watch Avengers and stuff, I guess, but it sucks to see people being assholes in general. Or more importantly, being Nazis, but yeah. I guess to be a Nazi kind of requires to be an asshole, of course. It's one of those all squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares situations. The battery magnetism stops when you're knocked out. That is rude. That's rude, honestly. It was really rough. I care less about spoilers as long as it's not like, you know, X kills Y sort of spoilers, like. But yeah, sucks. And then there was when I was doing that first Spider-Man stream, like everyone was trying to spoil the game, and that happens when any AAA game tends to come out. I think we had a totally spoiler-free game stream of something fairly AAA. I forget what it was. I streamed something popular recently, and there were no dick asses. It was like the first day it came out. So that was nice. But yeah, that's why I didn't stream God of War, my first playthrough, because I knew somebody would be posting to spoil it, and then chat has to see spoilers, and I gotta see spoilers. Ugh. Yeah, the Spider-Man thing was intense. I don't know why people put so much effort into being dick asses. Oh god. Imagine if people put as much effort into, like, doing positive things as they did into, like, annoying internet strangers. What a different world it would be. Uh-oh. Woo! I keep almost hoping I'll lose so I can end the stream, to be perfectly honest, but a lot of clutch moments, which is what this mode is really good for. The battery thing is really well timed, I've found. I find if you get a game over, like if you run out of battery, it's usually you usually played fairly poorly or got overrun. I mean, look at this timing. It's perfect. I wonder if psychology will ever be able to identify the shitty little part of the brain that makes people decide to be trolls and shit. Which honestly, I don't even really like the term troll. Like, a lot of people view trolling as like something benign or like, you know, just silly and not like annoying. Like, it's being an asshole. It doesn't matter if you're hashtag just trolling or whatever. Like, being an asshole just to be an asshole doesn't make you any less of an asshole. Like, no. So I tend to just prefer the term assholes for trolling. They're just, yeah. There's no le art of le epic troll. Look at these battery drops, though. Oh, frick. Battery drops are not random, by the way, if that wasn't clear. I'm not sure the exact circumstance. It's something between score and, like, waves of enemies. With bosses, it's just every phase of the boss will drop a battery, which is why in Infinity Drive, bosses, as long as you're good at them, can be a good opportunity to top off your battery. But your battery only goes so high too, which is something interesting. So it doesn't like, you can't really like overheal and like get a lot of extra time. You gotta keep on that grind. I think the stream has my most squeaks per stream. I apologize for that. I just gotta readjust my legs. Lean away from the mic to breathe in. Was that for a reference, huh? Oh god. I deserve that. Ah, frick. Alright, how many layers was that? Ah! So close to top 100. Layer 21. Let me boot up Android Cactus on PC here. Oh no, this talking. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Why can't assault Android? There we go. Okay, 4,000,021. Got it. Oh crap, I don't have it installed. I don't know how long this will take to install. It might not be worth it. But yeah, that was pretty legit. Almost top 100 on the console. Granted, it's only been out a month or so. Okay, yeah, it's gonna take way too long to re-download Android Cactus on my PC just to compare scores. Unless, does Steam have like a thing where you can see scores outside? That seems like a thing Steam should have, right? But I don't think it does. Yeah, I don't think it does. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm almost completely certain that was way better. Steam leaderboards? I don't know if you can view those outside the game though. Community hub. Videos, guides, reviews, discussions. And no, I don't see that. Alright, well, I'm pretty confident that was in fact my best run. Let's see if we can buy anything new here. Oh dang, that got me a lot less credits than I was hoping it would. I guess going through story gives you more credits.
Oh neat, there's the key art.
Alright. Well, that was a fun stream. Remember, gang, next week we're gonna do Mario Party drinking game for all my patrons. If you want to join in on that, all you gotta do is go to patreon.com/tap, or you can become a YouTube member for $5 as well. All YouTube members and patron members are accepted into the drinking game. The way the Mario Party thing works is basically we're gonna have 4-player CPU versus CPU Mario Party. Everyone picks a player, and when their character loses coins, etc., you have to take a drink. And we'll you don't have to drink if you just want to voice chat as well. Everyone patron is just, you come in the voice chat, you can just you don't have to drink along with the drinking game. Some people like to just drink, but that's the forbidden stream. But yeah, the drinking game streams have been really fun. So I'll have to get. I don't have any booze in the house right now, but I'll get something. We'll do the Mario Party thing next week. That's a once a month thing, by the way. Not necessarily Mario Party. We've been playing lots of Amiibo Festival. Maybe we'll do Jackbox Party Pack next month. But and if you have suggestions for what to do, basically for the board game night streams, we kind of want something that either no input is required, or if people can just like say, hey, I want to roll the dice now, or I want to go left. Just something that I can kind of DM just through voice chat. Anyway, good night, everybody. Fun stream. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. I'll probably just do some recording stuff. Mega Man Legends and Pikmin at some point, maybe, though. Do I have anything else I want to stream on here? I need to finish up Crafter World. So much stuff has been coming out. Nothing else I wanted to stream here. Do expect a video for Giga Wrecker Alt, by the way. I ruined a video, so now I gotta do it again. So it'll probably be a little bit shorter. But, yeah. Cuphead. I actually don't have Cuphead yet. I'll get it at some point. I don't know if I'd want to stream that, though. It's one of those games you have to kind of get good at before you do a stream or something. But probably Pikmin and Mega Man Legends, like I said. So, good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. That was really fun.